Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards coming out. We got new support for, it looks like, Egyptian gods. We got cyber support, as well as it looks like Blue Eyes / Galaxy Dragon support. And we got new info on reprints for the secret shiny box and more new Yu-Gi-Oh products. But anyways, let's go and kick it off with the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm surprised they supported Egyptian gods. You guys are excited about Egyptian god support? Drop a like on this, because I really hope Egyptian gods one day can actually be meta, because they're always super popular, but in reality, they're not usually the S tier of decks. But anyways, this card is called Soul Energy Max. It is a normal trap card that says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of it says you control an Obelisk the Tormentor whose original attribute is divine. You contribute 2 face-up monsters, except that Obelisk the Tormentor destroys as many monsters your opponent currently controls as possible, and if you do, inflict 4,000 damage to them. So basically, you get to Raigeki their board, inflict 4,000, then you one-shot them because Obelisk has 4,000 attack. At least that's what I last remembered. But I'm going to double-check on Obelisk real quick. Obelisk is 4,000. Okay, so yeah, you basically get to one-shot your opponent. It is a trap card that is unfortunate, but the fact that you contribute, I mean, you'd have to wait for your opponent's turn. You still have 2 monsters, and then I guess you can Raigeki them on their turn as a surprise. That could be interesting, but it has another bonus effect. It's during the main or battle phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 Obelisk the Tormentor from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon 1 Obelisk the Tormentor face up. Okay, that could be interesting, but you would still have to have the summon requirements for it. Yeah, unless you could, that just gives you the Obelisk without the tributing, because it doesn't say tribute, it just says normal summon. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Someone let me know if you could just summon it, or would you have to actually have the tributes requirement for it. But anyways, next up, these are just reprints of the Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon. Next up, it looks like we got the cyber support here, so let's check this out. This is Evolution Result Burst. Here is the artwork on this spell card, and it says that you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except with spell effects. Also, add 1 Overload Fusion from your deck to your hand. Also, the maximum number of attacks per battle phase this turn of any monster you fusion summon using 6 or more materials with Overload Fusion this turn is equal to the number of materials used for its summon. Okay. So, I mean, people are just going to obviously go for this and go TK. That's the point of this card. But I guess it's like cyber. I feel like it's kind of cyber / cyber dragon support. Next up, though, we have the Great Soul. This is a normal trap card, and here is the artwork on this trap card. And it says, if a dragon synchro monster is on the field, special summon up to 2 resonator monsters and or level 1 dragon monsters from your deck. Wow. It says 2 resonator monsters and or level 1, so you can summon double level 1 like dragon tuners. Like, I don't know, this could actually be like a lot of different support. This could be it's supposed to be for like the red supernova dragon and that archetype, but you could definitely run it in like a lot of different decks. You could use Blue Eyes, right? Okay, let's see the rest of the effect though. The second part is when a monster effect is activated, if you control a level 10 or higher dark dragon synchro monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate that effect, and if you do, one synchro monster you control gains 2,000 attack until the end of the next turn. I mean, the basic effect is just being able to negate. That's pretty cool. But this effect alone, it's just, if it just exists on the board, this could be actually really cool for lots of different things, considering you could go for the little like Blue Eyes, what's that, wait, Stone of, isn't that level 1? Is it Stone of Legend? Okay, so this is a level 1, so you could instantly get that thing, and then you synchro again, perhaps, with it. This one is indeed a tuner as well, so you can do a lot of stuff with this. I just like this other effect. Like I said, I know it's supposed to be for Red Dragon, but like you could definitely run it in Blue Eyes variants. But it is a trap, so it's a little bit slower. But let's check out the other support. Next up, we have the Dragon King's Legend. So this is going to be a new quick play spell card, and it says you can only use 1 effect amongst the first and second with this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. The first part of it says target 1 dragon monster you control, double its current attack until the end of this turn. Then, if your opponent controls a dragon monster, the targeted monster's effect activations cannot be negated this turn. Second part is, during your main phase, you can banish a card from your graveyard to spell someone in defense, present one of your Dragon Xyz monsters that is banished or in the graveyard. So basically, it's going to be for Galaxy, I would say, but there are maybe other archetypes that can make use out of it. Then we have Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as a reprint. Then we have this card, which is the Graceful Song Under a Frosty Moon over here. So this is a equip spell. Looks like we got a bunch of hands over here. Says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is to spell from one level 4 or lower fairy, spellcaster, winged beast, or beast warrior monster from your hand. Then if you do equip it with this card, then you can return all dragon monsters on the field to the hand. I mean, this is when people really side deck this against dragons, maybe? That could be interesting. The second part is, during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there while it was face up in the spell and trap zone, this turn you get to add one polymerization spell, one fusion spell, or one fusion parasite from your deck. What the heck is this? I actually don't know what the heck this is. What the heck? Fusion parasite? So it can be used as substitute for any fusion material listed on the fusion, but the other ones have to be correct. Okay, and then this card is special summon. You can fusion someone fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as material, including the card. Oh, okay. That's a very interesting effect. Unfortunately, we lose all potential of it actually being really meta because it's during the end phase, which is usually not the greatest. But I guess if you would want to wait, yeah, I just think that it needs to be much faster because being able to add any poly fusion, like that's a pretty nice effect. Anyways, next up we have the Supreme King Dragon Darkroom. That's a reprint over here, and now we're looking at the new support for the Link archetype. So, or this is just like the Link archetype of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Anyways, trap card, normal trap card. Continuous one that says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. The first part of it is once per chain, if a Link 4 monster is Link summoned, you get to place one counter on this card, max 3. Then you can apply one of these effects depending on the number of those counters on this card. The first part is declare one card name, and for the rest of the turn, negate the activated effects and effects on the field of cards with that original name. 2. Special summon one level 4 lower monster from your graveyard. 3. Send this card to the graveyard, and if you special summon one Link 4 monster from your extra deck. What the? That is insane. Okay, I mean, I don't know how hard it's going to be able to pull this off. I'm sure someone's going to be able to pull this off and do some crazy stuff with it. It is a trap card, so again, it's going to be a little bit slower. And then I guess we're getting Link Karibo as another reprint. Okay, we got other stuff to check out. So this is for the Battle of Chaos. They're doing some premiere with it, so if you do happen to enter this event, it's going to be on February 5th through 6th. This is obviously going to be 2022. You'll be entered in, and anyone that gets 5 packs will get a field center and a entry to get this map potentially. So next up though, this is reprints for Mayakashi. So I've actually shown off gameplay if you guys haven't seen it. The Mayakashi stuff is really good. Mizuki can actually pop off, which is like a 1-card combo. So I guess we're getting the Mizuki Shirei Solitaire and the Fire Charmer. These are all going to be reprints in the secret shiny box. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the video, guys. Let me know what you think of the newer cards. I think the Obelisk thing is just cool because like you can one-shot your opponent, but is it going to be like meta? I would say still not on the same level of like, you know, the meta. But I think that this card, the one where you're gonna get double like monsters, this card is just crazy. And then on top of that, you could have a negation of the effect. So it definitely has its use to maybe stall for that extra turn that you need to keep yourself alive. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel here and don't want to miss out on more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards as soon as they get announced, make sure you guys subscribe with the bell notification on. But take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.